The aim of this video is to show you how to access and complete the forms and processes on FieldView. The first step is to log into FieldView. You will have had to have been set up on FieldView by the FieldView administrator. Find and select your name in the list on the right. The next time you log in on your tablet, your name will be at the top of the list. Now type in your password or PIN. We'll first look at how to complete a form as part of a process. Navigate to the location where you will be working. You can do this by tapping on the folders. In this instance, we'll be working in the Fit-Out folder. When you start your checks, navigate to the relevant process task in the process. You do this by tapping on the Action panel in the top right-hand corner and then Processes. In this case, select the plot file training process and go to the relevant process task, for instance, mechanical first fix. When you start your work or checks, change the process task status from not started to open. Now add a form by tapping on the name of the process task and then the Add Associated Form button at the bottom of the screen. If the form has already been opened, the name of the form will be displayed together with the form status. Complete the form. Note that questions with the word required in brackets are required fields and the form status cannot be changed to closed before these questions have been answered. You can add a comment, photo or task, also known as a snag, to every question. To activate these options, you first have to answer the question. To add a comment, tap on the speech bubble next to the answer. Enter your comment and then select Add to save the comment. You can also edit existing comments in the screen. Tap the X to return to the form. Photos can be added either by taking a photo or by uploading it from the gallery. To take a photo, tap on the camera icon next to the answer and then select the photo option. Take your picture as usual. If you're happy with the photo, select Use Photo. If you want to upload the photo from the gallery, select the gallery option and follow the instructions. You can annotate photos by tapping on them and then on the Annotate button. Use your finger or a stylus to add a comment or to highlight an area. Save or discard the annotation by selecting Undo, Clear or Save. The lightning bolt allows you to add a task or snag to the form, which will be covered in detail in the video covering tasks. When the form has been completed, change the status to Closed by selecting Closed in the top right-hand corner. Remember that a form cannot be closed if there are required fields which have not been completed. Due to role restrictions, most forms cannot be closed by subcontractors. You can distribute the form by selecting the Distribute button and then the individuals or organizations the form has to be sent to. Select Save Distribution to confirm the distribution. If you want to distribute the form to a user who has not been set up on FieldView, you should select the View Report option. You can then share the form via methods other than FieldView. Note that the report generated in this way does not contain any photos. If photos are required, you should distribute the form to yourself and then forward it. Use the Back button to exit the form. If the work is ready for inspection, change the status of the process task to AFI if you're a subcontractor. When the works have been completed and the form's status changed to Closed, a Berkeley Homes engineer must change the process task status to Closed. Note that the form's status has to be closed before you can close the process task. The second way to add a form is to add it as a standalone form. QA forms should as a rule be added via the process as described previously. Health and safety forms are mostly added as a standalone form. To add these forms, navigate to the Health and Safety folder. Most forms have their own folder, but if not, simply add it under the main Health and Safety folder. In this case, I'm going to add a point of work risk assessment form. To add a form, tap on the Action panel at the top, select Add New next to Forms, and then select the form type, which in this case is She Forms. Select the form from the list and complete it as described earlier. It is recommended you synchronize your tablet at least twice a day, including at the end and at the start of your shift. You can do this from within the app by selecting the Sync Project option from the menu in the top left-hand corner, or by logging out and tapping on the Sync button in the bottom left-hand corner.